back to my channel. Yeah, we're done. Okay, welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we are going to be doing part two. I always do that. Part two of my wash day routine. If you have not seen part one, make sure you go back and watch that one first. I show you guys how I pre-poo, how I shampoo, how I deep condition, and I think that's it. Today's video is going to be again part two of my wash day routine. So I'm going to show you guys how I style my hair, how I get the super defined twist down, you know. Yeah, if you are here and you have not subscribed, we gonna wait for you. We always gonna take a moment of silence so that you can, you know, subscribe. The sirens, really? All right, so now that you have subscribed, of course, make sure you hit that notification bell as well to know when I upload a new video. And lastly, give this video a what? You already know. Thumbs up, because it costs nothing at all. And we love free. Without further ado, let's just get into the video and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace. I'm watching you. It's the one that hasn't subscribed yet. Anyways, let's get into the video. Whew. All right, so I am finally done washing and deep conditioning my hair, so it is all nice and squeaky clean. So now it is time to style it. As you can see, I have my hair stretched in these two pigtails. That's just to keep it from shrinking back up when I let my hair dry under that t-shirt for about 10 minutes to about 10 hours. Sometimes I can be a little lazy. So now I'm just taking that out and I am ready to do my twist out. So I take a medium-sized section of my hair and this is where I am going to start my twists. I take my favorite leave-in conditioner. This is the Alakay Naturals Lemongrass, and I take about that much, that much, and apply it to the section. And as you can see, it's super thin. It's not a super heavy, creamy leave-in moisturizer or conditioner. I like my hair to be fairly light, especially in the wintertime. I like to use lighter products. So I just applied that to the entire section as opposed to applying it to each individual twist that I'm gonna make. And I just rub that in very well. And then I add my Camille Rose Almond Joy twisting butter, about a dime size amount or so, maybe a quarter nickel size. Yeah, that much. And I apply it to the section. Again, just rubbing it in very well so that I know that my hair has completely soaked in all of that moisturized goodness. Yeah, that moisturized goodness. So once I'm done rubbing that in very well to that section, I start to create my smaller twist. And I like to do my twist fairly small just because, of course, the smaller your twist, the more defined your twist out will be. So within each one of those sections, I make about 3 to 5 twists. And when I get to the bottom of that twist, I do add a little bit more of my cream or butter just to make sure that my ends are super moisturized. And then I literally do that over my entire head, applying my leave-in conditioner and cream or butter to the section, rubbing it in super well to make sure that it is soaked into my hair and that my hair strands are really taking in that moisture. And then I create smaller twists out of that section. And one thing I do want to note is that I do like to hold my roots very taut when I do my twist, just to make sure that I'm actually twisting my roots so that they're not just like drying and shrinking back up and getting tangled when my twists dry. I do like to make sure that I'm twisting all the way from my roots to the ends. And I just repeat that process over my entire head. And this is what my hair looks like after it's all twisted up. You can see my twists are all nice and juicy and plumpy, and I just can't wait to take them out. But first, I do add a little bit of oil. This is my Main Choice growth oil, and I just add that to my edges and also my nape. And then I seal everything with my Main Choice, some kind of oil. I don't know what oil this is. I'll put it in the description, but I don't put oil on each individual twist just because, again, I don't want my hair to be too heavy. And this is what my hair looks like when, you know, I go to sleep. So it is the next morning and I am ready to take out my twists and have a beautiful twist out. So I slept with this satin scarf on. As you can see, my twists are all dry. I just add a little bit of oil to my fingers. Today I'm using my favorite oil, almond oil, and adding that to my hair and also my fingertips. And then I take 2 scrunchies and I actually tie my twist up. And this just helps me from missing any twists, because I find a lot of times that if I just take my twists out without putting them into ponytails, I will skip over twists and then just be walking around with like a half twist out, which we don't want to do that. So I take my twist out by first twisting them in the opposite direction and then separating them from the root. And that's really just how I take my twist out. And I have a super detailed video on the best methods that I have for taking down a twist out to achieve the perfect twist out. And I will leave that in the cards in the top corner. So this is what my hair looks like. It is super defined. From there, I just began separating, of course, just separating where those twists will just naturally separate. I do like to separate a lot because I really like volume, especially because my hair is in this awkward phase where it's not a TWA, but it's not quite medium length either. So if I don't separate and have enough volume, it can just look a little limp. So I do like to separate a lot just to make sure that I have a lot of volume. And sometimes that does mean forcing separation, which, I mean, I'm fine with that. It's totally cool. And then when I'm done separating, I take my pick and I just begin to pick out my roots for additional volume. And one trick that I do have when it comes to shaping your twist out is actually bobby pinning it in place of where you want your hair to fall. So I like to have bangs sometimes, so I'll pin my hair down so that my bangs fall flat as opposed to like halfway falling and then looking kind of crazy. Or if I want my sides to be a little lower, I'll pin those down so that they fall a little bit lower. And I think that that just comes with, again, my hair being not very short, but not long either. So there's not enough weight a lot of times to have my hair fall in the direction that I want it to fall. So that's where bobby pins come into play. So then I just separate some more. As I said before, I prefer volume, so I do like to separate a lot. So after I'm done shaping it, I just separate wherever I feel it's necessary, just to add a little bit more volume, and just take that pick again to add more volume to the roots. And then I give it a shake, and we're done. So this is my wash day twist out styling routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys like the style. If you try it, definitely tag me in your photos on Instagram and Twitter and all of those places. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.